Friends, many a time it is a question that whether very high light utilization by diffractive multifocal IOLs always leads to better image quality. And to me, the answer is no. You can have very high light utilization, but the image quality may be wanting. Your patients may still suffer from dysphotopsia, halos, and glares. While halos and glares, dysphotopsia with diffractive IOLs can be multifactorial. It could be related to the patient also, patient selection. But here I am going to only concentrate about the IOL optics and explain why very high light utilization may not always lead to image quality, better image quality. Now, to understand that, we have to understand something about the point spread function. And I have written about it in my blog about the point spread function. And that point spread function means, a point source of light should always look like a point source of light, but in reality, the light actually spreads out, and you see that the light has actually spread it out. And that could be because of diffraction when light passes through the pupillary aperture, as well as because of the many aberrations that are there in the IOL. And especially in diffractive IOLs, you have the steps that might create more scattering of light, and therefore this point spread of light does not look like a point spread of point source of light does not look like a source of light, and it kind of spreads out. So if you actually captured that image that goes through this diffractive IOL, you will see that there is a central light intensity, and there it follows by concentric light and dark rings. And this part in my article, I have explained that it is Airy Disc. This is what actually contributes to the image quality of the patient. But more light actually goes to this Airy pattern, that is this concentric rings over here. That light actually, creates halos and glares for the patient. Original question, whether very high light utilization by diffractive IOLs always leads to better image quality, the answer is no to me. Because if you see over here in this example, the lens A and lens B has the same light utilization, which is around 90%. But in lens A, much of the light is actually concentrated in the central lobe. And if you talk in terms of the point spread function, you see a very high central light energy intensity, followed by very low light that goes to the Airy pattern. However, in lens B, you see that the central light intensity is low, and you have much of the light that goes into the Airy pattern that leads to this reduced contrast or possibly glare for the patients, because light is now cons- a lot of light is actually going to this concentric rings, and therefore you have these diffractive patterns over here. So what it means is that you can have very high light utilization, but you can still have not significantly more image quality, because when we talk of high light utilization, companies generally actually measure that light utilization through the total PSF, that is the Airy disc plus the Airy pattern. But when you see the MTF, or the modulation transfer function of IUL, that MTF is actually taken from the point spread function, from the central lobe of the point spread function, that is the Airy disc, and they convert it through Fourier transformation into MTF values. So sometimes you can see very high MTF values, but it does not tell you what amount of light actually has also gone into the Airy pattern. That does not contribute to a better image quality. I hope this explanation is clear and you find it logical why not always higher light utilization can lead to a higher image quality. Thank you.